If you enjoy movies that deliver pulse-pounding excitement, breathtaking stunts, and high-stakes conflict, action films are the ultimate choice. They offer the thrill of a roller coaster and the intensity of a cinematic chess match, ideal for an adrenaline-fueled movie night. From slick spy thrillers and brutal crime sagas to large-scale survival epics and action comedies, here are 10 of the best action movies you can watch this month.
If we do not take steps to neutralize our enemies now, we will lose our window to do so.
At number 10, we have A House of Dynamite. A House of Dynamite is a 2025 American apocalyptic political thriller directed by Kathryn Bigelow, focusing on the U.S. government's 18-minute response to a single, unidentified nuclear missile detected heading toward Chicago. The film utilizes a flower narrative style, replaying the events from multiple perspectives within an ensemble cast led by Idris Elba and Rebecca Ferguson, to explore the high-pressure decision-making process. It got an IMDb rating of 6.4 and is streaming on Netflix. At number 9, we have Nobody 2. It is an action thriller sequel directed by Timo Tjahjanto. The story brings back Hutch Mansell, a man who once hid behind a life of domestic routine while concealing his lethal past as an off-the-books government assassin. He tries to rebuild a peaceful life, but when a new criminal syndicate targets his family, Hutch has no choice but to unleash his brutal skills once again. With raw hand-to-hand combat, improvised weapons, and dark humor, the film expands on the original's bone-crunching action while diving deeper into Hutch's personal demons. It got an IMDb rating of 6.3 and is available to rent on Apple TV.
Come on, kids, get a room.
Sorry, Miss Kitty.
At number 8, we have Caught Stealing. It is a gritty crime thriller directed by Darren Aronofsky. Based on Charlie Huston's novel, the story follows Hank Thompson, once a promising baseball talent, now a struggling bartender in 1990s New York. His life is quiet until he is mistaken for the wrong man and sucked into a violent world of sadistic killers, corrupt detectives, and a hidden fortune everyone seems willing to kill for. As Hank scrambles to survive, the city becomes a maze of betrayal and bloodshed, blending neo-noir atmosphere with relentless chase sequences. It got an IMDb rating of 6.9 and is available to rent on Apple TV.
Your wife has been killed.
At number 7, we have The Amateur. It is a spy thriller directed by James Hawes. The story centers on Charles Heller, a CIA cryptographer whose life is shattered after his wife is killed in a London terrorist attack. When he learns his superiors refuse to retaliate, he forces their hand by blackmailing the agency into training him for field operations. What follows is a tense psychological descent as a mild-mannered analyst transforms into a man willing to cross lines for vengeance. The film explores grief, obsession, and the cost of stepping into a world built on secrets and violence. It got an IMDb rating of 6.5 and is streaming on Disney+. At number 6, we have Ballerina. It is an action thriller directed by Len Wiseman, set within the John Wick universe. The story follows a young assassin raised within the harsh discipline of the Ruska Roma. After her family is murdered, she embarks on a mission of revenge that takes her through a network of assassins, hidden rules, and deadly alliances. The film delivers stylish gun-fu choreography, neon-lit visuals, and a personal tale of loss and vengeance that expands the franchise's world while standing strong as its own story. It got an IMDb rating of 6.9 and is streaming on Philo.
I think I'm actually gonna die.
Hey, you were so good.
No, you don't.
You committed.
At number 5, we have Deep Cover. It is an action comedy directed by Tom Kingsley. The story follows two down-on-their-luck improv actors who are unexpectedly recruited by the police to assist in undercover operations. They treat every mission like a performance, using their theatrical instincts to blend into criminal circles, but their unconventional methods quickly spiral into chaos. The film balances goofy comedy with surprisingly sharp action sequences, turning the idea of fake it till you make it into a full-scale crime-fighting adventure. It got an IMDb rating of 6.7 and is streaming on Prime Video.
Hey, where's your backup?
There is no backup.
At number 4, we have Heads of State. It is an action comedy directed by Ilya Naishuller. The story teams up Idris Elba and John Cena as two powerful government figures who don't trust each other but are forced to work together when a global threat targets both their nations. Thrown into a whirlwind of espionage, political tension, and explosive danger, they must put aside their egos to survive. The film thrives on buddy action energy, witty banter, and high-octane set pieces. It got an IMDb rating of 6.4 and is streaming on Prime Video.
You must be Lloyd. What gave it away? The trash stash. It leans Lloyd. Easy.
At number 3, we have The Gray Man. It is a spy action thriller directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. The story follows Sierra 6, the CIA's most skilled assassin, who uncovers damning secrets about the agency. Once exposed, he becomes the target of a ruthless former operative who deploys teams of global killers to eliminate him. The film delivers globe-spanning chase sequences, dynamic shootouts, and a cat-and-mouse rivalry driven by Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans' performances. It got an IMDb rating of 6.5 and is streaming on Netflix. At number 2, we have Havoc. It is a gritty action thriller directed by Gareth Evans. The story follows a battered detective who must fight through a collapsing criminal underworld after a drug deal goes wrong. When a politician's son disappears, he descends deeper into a maze of corruption and brutality. With Evans' signature combat style, raw up close, and relentless, the film becomes a survival odyssey inside a broken city where every step forward leads to more danger. It got an IMDb rating of 5.6 and is streaming on Netflix.
This place is evil.
At number 1, we have The Gorge. The Gorge is a high-concept science fiction, horror, and romance film directed by Scott Derrickson. The story follows two elite snipers, Levi Kane and Dresa, stationed in guard towers on opposite sides of a vast, highly classified gorge, where their mission is to protect the world from an unknown evil lurking within the chasm. Forced to work side by side, they form a powerful connection, but their bond becomes a threat when they discover the Gorge was a secret World War II chemical weapons facility and a shadowy corporation, Dark Lake, is behind the cover-up. The film blends emotionally driven storytelling with intense, large-scale action, making it one of the more distinctive releases of the year. It holds a 6.7 rating on IMDb and is streaming exclusively on Apple TV+. Whether you're into high-octane spy thrillers, brutal crime sagas, or adrenaline-fueled action comedies, this list has something for every action lover. So grab your snacks, buckle up, and dive into these heart-pounding adventures.